What's up, YouTube? Jet Fuel EDC here, and tonight we got a Kizer to check out. One of my favorite brands. Love Kizer knives. So before we get into it, I'd like to start off by saying thank you to ValTac Tactical for providing this knife to the pass around group that I'm in. I truly appreciate it. It's a great thing that they're doing. They're a newer company, they've got a new website. They're trying to grow the customer base, and hopefully we can do that through this pass around group and some other avenues they've got going on. They've got a great reward system in place. Please go over there and check them out. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Let's get into the knife. So this, my friends, is a member of the Vanguard series. And as you know, Kizer runs on they have a 3-tier basically system. You got your regular Kizer knives are, up here. Then you got your Vanguard, just a little bit lower. And then you got your Tangram, a little bit lower than that, more budget friendly. So this is a member of the middle class, if you will, the Vanguard series. This knife right here goes for $82 on ValTac Tactical's website. I'll leave a link in the description down below so you can go over there and check that out, sign up for the rewards. It's a good thing they got going on. You sign up for the rewards system, you get 200 points starting off. And then you get $1, or you get 1 point for each dollar you spend after that. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good deal. 200 points equals $10, 100, $5, so on and so forth. But back to the knife. So this is the Kizer Kane, like I was talking about. It is the production model of the Matt Deegan Custom. It is, as you can see, you got these green G10 overlay scales. We got all open construction back here, a couple barrel back spacers. As you can see, let's see if we can get the liners on the inside. You got stainless steel liners. They have been milled to do a little bit of weight reduction. This knife is a little bit of a chunker. When I open the blade, I'll show you a little more on the inside. It is a stainless steel pocket clip. Right now it's configured to right hand tip up carry. You can also go left hand tip up carry. There is no tip down configuration on this one. It is a manual flipper. The action on this guy is really smooth. It was actually quite surprising on how smooth this guy is. Sorry, I wiped that blade off a little bit. You're not gonna get crazy drop shut action or anything like that, but like I said, the action is very smooth. You have a harpoon style blade with VG10 steel. The satin finish, you can see that all across there. Nice swedging and a nice false edge here, back here. Got a nice hollow grind on the edge, which makes this thing a great slicer. You have a dedicated finger choil. You want to choke up. The lockup on it, lockup's running about 40%, 30-40%, but it's solid. There's no side to side, no up and down, no blade play at all, no lock stick. They're for sure got the lock dialed in. Blade centering, pretty much right on the money, right where you want to be with that guy. With the knife closed, you're looking at right at 5 inches closed. When you're open, just a shade under 8.5. The website says 8.5. I'm showing just a little bit under. Not quite 8.5, but very close. You look at the blade. Blade itself right at 3.5. And the cutting edge. Cutting edge is just shy of 3.25. So the thickness on this guy, the blade thickness, looking at 0.127. Handle is 0.522. And this guy is a bit of a chunker. It's got some weight to it with these stainless steel bolsters and stainless steel construction hardware. It's got some weight to it. As you're looking at it, you got 5.89 ounces and 167 grams, which that's, I don't know, I carry knives all the time that are heavy, that heavy or heavier. But for some people, you know, that you're used to carrying a slimmer knife, this is not a slim knife and it's not a light knife by no means. So with all the materials and the spec data out of the way, let's get into the dislikes and the likes. So I'm not a huge fan of this knife. This knife, it didn't win any awards with me really. It not very impressed with Kizer's offering here, or their Vanguard offering. As I'm looking at this thing, this knife has no texture. There's nothing. It's a very slick. There's no jimping. There's really nothing that if you were in a hard use situation or you got this knife wet or whatever, there's nothing to keep a grip on it really at all. The next thing would have to be that flipper tab. That flipper tab is huge. It just, I mean, you can see there how big it is. That's quite a bit. You're looking at over 1/4 inch. I mean, let's see here. Let's see if we can do this. So what I did there is mic it from the top there down to the back of the handle, and you're looking at 0.334. I mean, that's, like I said, that's over 1/4 inch. That's a pretty big flipper tab. The finger choil on it, it's got like a hot spot. The edge here on this blade is not smoothed out, or I'm not sure what it is, but when I kind of choke up on this thing and I use that false edge as a like a thumb rest right there, well, at the back of the false edge, it creates quite a hot spot right here on my finger. And these are my preferences and things that I've noticed about the knife. The next thing is the grind. The grind on it, it looks off. Like if you look out here at the tip, you can see there, right there, it doesn't look as symmetrical as the rest of the edge. You get out here to the tip, it's off. It's a small quality issue. I mean, it's not a deal breaker by no means, especially with these budget knives. it's just a small detail. The next thing is that pocket clip. That pocket clip, when you got that thing in your pocket, like you're leaving quite a bit exposed there. You can see on the side there, there's quite a bit of knife hanging out of your pocket. And then the next thing would have to be the bolsters. I'm kind of concerned about how durable these are going to be. This has just been through the pass around group. I only got to carry this knife for a few days, but I did carry it and I did try it out. And as you can see, it's got quite a bit of wear there. And then over here on this edge, same thing. And I mean, the knife's meant to be a user, and by no means that's a disqualifying factor at all. Those are just some of the things I noticed. The likes. I really like the action on this knife. I mean, it's super smooth. A little bit of shake and it falls shut. But the deployment, it's effortless. It's one hand. It's got a good action on it. The next thing, let me get a piece of paper. It's an excellent slicer. It really is. I mean, it's super sharp. They did good on this one. Of course, I'm gonna get on camera and make a fool of myself. I really need a piece of notebook paper, but I mean, see, there it goes. It's sharp. It's sharp. It's a great slicer. So I was pretty impressed with the edge by Kizer. I really was. They did a great job there. With that being said, for me, this knife's a no. There's a lot of things there that just didn't fit my style, my liking, but by no means this is still a decent knife. I mean, it is. Kizer puts out some really great products. I just think that for $82, there's better options out there. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about the Kizer Kane here. I really, once again, I really appreciate ValTac Tactical for sending this out to me. Let me check it out. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.